Hey everybody, welcome back to ws.magic.com. It's time for the 4C's demo using something called the flip-flop spots. I like to, this is kind of a Jacob's ladder. It packs flat and it's fun. So let me show you this. We're going to talk about the 4C's today. Do you know the 4C's? The first C is creation. Can you say creation? In the beginning, God created everything good. He created the heavens and the earth, and it was very good. There was no death, disease, sickness, nothing bad. Let's go to the second C. The second C, whoop, did it do it? Woohoo! The second C is corruption. That's right, Adam and Eve were given a choice. They chose to disobey God, and that brought in sin and death and disease and thorns and the curse on the world. I don't like it. But even then, at the beginning of Genesis, the Lord said He would fix things again someday. Well, let's keep going to see what happened next. Did it get better or worse? No, it got worse. Let's look at our next C. Oh, which is catastrophe. Eventually, man's every single thought was only evil continually. God was sad that He had made mankind, and the world was going to be destroyed. That's when He found Noah, right? And He chose Noah by grace, and Noah built the ark, brought in the animals, and there was the third C, catastrophe. Can you say catastrophe? Yes, that's right. God covered the entire world with water and a flood, and only those folks that were on the ark and went through that one door were saved. And that ark's one door represented Jesus, because there's only one way into heaven and out of hell. Well, it's time for the last C. Let's see if we can find the last C. As life continued on, we get to our last C, which is Christ. That's right. Eventually, God sent His only Son, Jesus, to earth, who lived a perfect life and then went to the cross and paid the penalty for your sin. Our last C is Christ. Can you say Christ? Very good. That's right. Creation, corruption, catastrophe in Christ. Now maybe you're thinking, I don't get it. Why would I need the Lord? What sin are you talking about? Well, this red makes me think of wrath and judgment day. You see, everybody someday has to stand before the Lord. Would you be innocent or guilty? Well, one way to find out is to compare you to the 10 Commandments. Have you broken any of the 10 Commandments? Let's think about, how about the third commandment? Have you ever used the Lord's name in vain? Like when you hurt your thumb when you were hammering, did you say O-G-O-D? That's very serious. That's a very serious sin. It's like using your mom or dad who brought you into the world. Their name is a curse word. Or how about the 9th commandment? Have you ever told a lie? How many? That's a very serious sin as well. You see, as you compare yourself to the 10 Commandments, you realize you're very sick. So sick that you're seeing spots. And that's why we need the Lord, because we're all guilty when we stand before Him. But guess what? If you let Jesus take your penalty on the cross, where God has already poured out His wrath, you can be forgiven. But you got to tell the Lord that you want Him to take your penalty. And after you do that, you'll get a new heart with new desires, and you'll never see things the same way again. These are the 4 C's. They pack flat. Check them out on ws.magic.com.